Governor Gavin Newsom has new merch, and you might need to do a double take to make sure you're not seeing something else. Quote, Newsom was right about everything on a red cap. Quote, Trump is not hot on a tank top. And a Bible, which Newsom claims has already sold out. It's certainly amusing, but are people buying the message or just the merch? Joining us now, Semaphore politics reporter Dave Weigel, former Senator Heidi Heitkamp, and Tim Miller are all still with us. Senator, I like your smile on this. You clearly find it amusing.
Well, absolutely. I mean, this is what I've been saying for a long time. You don't need to emulate his policies, but he's a damn good salesman. And when, people are looking for someone who will take it to him, will give him as good as what he's dishing out. And I think Gavin Newsom's smart to model some of these behaviors. And this merch is just one step in his further march forward to position himself as the maybe heir apparent to the Democratic message.
Dave, you read about this today. You say it's too simple to look at Newsom and see a 2028 presidential campaign. The party's primary voters are going to be hyper-focused on electability, which their last California nominee could not give them. The drive to draw 5 more Democratic seats, overwhelming rural Republicans with votes from blue cities, is a test of Trump-infused, MAGA-hating liberalism. Explain.
Well, and it goes right into the reasons for the merchandise. There is an attitude in Democratic politics that is diminished that you can sum up as, we're better than that. We're not going to copy Donald Trump's tactics. His tactics are offensive to us. Surely we can appeal to people's better angels. That has been fading very quickly. And Newsom has been at the forefront of that. And this is how he defends the redistricting, but it all comes from a place of defending pluralism, defending liberalism, defending California. California is an epithet in Republican politics in a lot of swing states. California is seen as an example of what not to do. And Newsom has been trying to turn that on his head. I saw him do this in South Carolina, say that, no, actually, diversity is a strength. We want more immigrants. We want more rights for people, for LGBT people, and it's going to make your economy work better. Mocking Donald Trump as part of that, saying, one, not only do California Democrats have a good set of policies, but we don't take this guy seriously. That's what he's trying to do.
Tim, is Dave right about that? I mean, is California kryptonite for the broad electorate?
I think it's going to be a tough sell, but I don't know. We're 3 years away. I think doing 2028 hot stove speculation probably has limited value right now. I think what he's doing in the short term makes sense. What he's doing as far as the redistricting fight is obviously smart. It's what Democratic voters are looking for. It's what Democrats should be doing, given that the battle for the House is going to be so important when it comes to oversight of Trump, things of that nature. I think a lot of the stuff he's doing on social media is funny. It's getting attention. People that are less engaged with politics are seeing it. I think that's a good thing. I don't know who would actually wear the hat, so I'm not sure about the execution on it, because it looks a little too much like the Trump hat, and I don't know. You'd have to really look closely. But besides that, I think it's good short term, and who the heck knows what will be working and relevant in 2027.
Yeah, he's got the memes and the Twitter or the social media style down. He's also got the trolling going. It's here's a birthday post that he sent to Stephen Miller with a photo of Voldemort. Okay, let me play let me play JD Vance. This show was taking a turn. Let me play JD Vance on Fox saying that Newsom isn't authentic.
I mean, this idea that Gavin Newsom is somehow going to mimic Donald Trump's style, I think that ignores the fundamental genius of President Trump's political success, which is that he's authentic. He just is who he is. You've got to be yourself. You've actually got to talk to people honestly about the issues. I don't think it's that complicated. Don't be a crazy person. Be authentic. If the Democrats did that, they'd do a hell of a lot better.
Authentic? Is that the issue? That it's not authentic, Heidi?
Well, I mean, how ridiculous, just be yourself. Gavin Newsom is right in that he knows that the tactics that Trump uses to sell himself, which is kind of a wink and a nod, poking a little bit of fun at yourself, they work. People say, oh, well, he can't be corrupt if he's doing it out in the open. And he says stuff and just waiting for you to get a reaction. And I think that's what Newsom understands. And I think that's what the Democrats are hungry for, is somebody who's going to fight back and somebody who's going to have a little fun with it. And so we'll see if it works, if it doesn't work. But one thing I think that he is definitely trolling him on is, I'm better looking than you are. And, does that work? Who knows? I mean, Donald Trump's pretty sensitive about his criticism about his weight and his height, or he wouldn't lie about it.
I could go without the, images of Donald Trump topless as Rambo, and I could also go without the images of Gavin Newsom topless riding a bear as well, but that's just me. I wonder, though, Dave, if this is just a different version of the same strategy that Democrats have been trying to deploy against Donald Trump now for 10 years, which is that don't vote. It's a don't vote for him. He's terrible. He's a joke. He's not serious. He's dangerous. He's not democratic. Vote for us instead. It's not a pro-Democrat message. It's an anti-Trump message.
But it comes from a pretty emotional place, not a strategic place. Gavin Newsom got out of this election, having campaigned first for Joe Biden, then for Kamala Harris. Not sure why his version of politics had been rejected the way it had. And stage one of dealing with that was having a podcast where he talked to conservatives and maybe admitted in some areas that his party had gone too far. Step two is mockery, because this does feel, we don't expect sincerity for politicians. We expect some cynicism. This feels very sincere. Newsom has complete contempt for Trump, complete contempt for his nicknames. You saw it when he was reacting to the mobilization in Los Angeles after a few cars were burned there. And LA was being made an example. This comes from a place of real contempt. So is it a smart strategy that they focus groups? I think it's less that than Gavin Newsom getting sick of dealing with Donald Trump.
That's a good point. I want to put up the Voldemort image again, because there's just something about Voldemort smiling with a birthday hat that I think is, take a text out of it. I think that just the image is quite funny. Maybe it's just me. Tim Miller. Senator Heidi Heitkamp, thank you so much. Dave Weigel, things are getting weird here today.